Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Something. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from 4 freebies. It looks like we just got a brand new update to Playbeat 4, and it looks like Air Music Technology just dropped a new bundle. But our top story today, this is a free plugin. It is called the Midi Synth, but it is only good for Mac OS users. So when you open up Midi Synth, it is going to look like this. It's supposed to have a keyboard here on the bottom, but for some odd reason, I got the keyboard the first time that I opened it up, and then I never got the keyboard again. It is supposed to look like this though, fully open. So I'm not sure, what's going on, but for whatever reason, I don't have the keyboard. It does not matter because this thing sounds phenomenal. This is one of the presets in it. Sounds great. It's got 3 different oscillators that you can go between. So you can kind of mess with the volume, the semitones. You can detune them if you want to. You can go through the different, waveforms. You do get effects on this thing too, so you can hop underneath the hood and you can mess with effects. So you've got instruments, effects, you got a sampler. You can actually drop samples into this thing too, which is pretty cool. We're not going to do that today though. But you see here, you got all kinds of different effects. You've got some reverb. Let's go back to the regular preset. So you got unison. You got chorus, you got all, you got all the stuff you need. You've got an arpeggiator over here. Right, so you've got all the stuff that you need in this, and you still got more effects if you need more here. And you've got another page with the visualizer. Let's just go ahead and go back to the main page though, and check out just a few of the presets in this thing. So we'll just pick some at random. As you see, you get a whole bunch of presets in here. We'll check out one more, reverse engineered. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, I mean, this is Midi Synth. It's pretty cool. You can use this in standalone mode, or you can use it in your DAW. But again, it is only for Mac OS users. And the second story I have for you guys today, this one comes from DAW Junkie. It is called Mini Menace. When you open up Mini Menace, it is going to look like this. This is supposed to be an emulation of the Arturia Mini Brute. So this is their take on that. The full version of this does have a lot more to it. But with this version right here, you do get some control here over the sampler. You get different wavetables that you can go through, as you see here. You've got your amp envelope and then just some different controls and some effects down here. So some of the presets in here are going to sound like. Obviously, you can throw crunch on there. Put a little bit of reverb. You've got different wavetables you can go through over here. Warmer. And whiner. Right? Got filters and stuff over here. We'll check out some of the presets in this thing. You do get a bunch of presets in here, similar to the last plugin. That affectionate baby, that's kind of fire. Check out one more. So in Mini Menace, those are some of the sounds you're gonna get in that. It is like a mono synth emulation, again, from Arturia's Mini Brute. All right, guys, and the next story that I have for you guys today, this one is an update for Playbeat. In case you guys don't know what Playbeat is, it is basically an AI drum machine. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So obviously this isn't just an AI drum sequencer. You can sequence the drums in however you want to. I've talked about this a bunch of times, so I'm not gonna go into this very much in detail. I'm just gonna kind of talk about what's new in here. And what's new in here is this effects dial. So if you hear right now, this is kind of the pattern that I have in Playbeat with a little melody behind it. Right, so with the new features in here, we can come and mess with some of these controls. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to mute everything but Playbeat real quick, so you can hear what I'm doing. So this is just what Playbeat sounds like by itself. All right, but now I can come underneath here and it's got effects. So I can add different kinds of effects to stuff. So like, let's say on this kick, I just wanted to add maybe a little bit of distortion. Right, so now that's cool. Now I can add distortion to that. So let's add some delay over here real quick. You know what I'm saying? But this is just a cool little update here. Again, it is free for all users. And if you've never checked out Playbeat before, check out my video, because this is currently, it's $89 for the full plugin, but it is 30% off with the code Playbeat30. So I'll leave that link below too. But this thing is fire because it creates all kinds of patterns. I can't stress enough, just go watch any of the videos that I've done on Playbeat. I've probably done about 5 videos on this altogether, and it's still fire. Up next, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This is a glitch, reverb, and delay, but it's actually pretty dope. It's called Battle Effects. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So when you open up Battle Effects, it is going to look like this. Not gonna lie to you guys, I've been at my family's house all weekend, graduation party and all that stuff, so I didn't really get to test this out that much, but I've used it a little bit and it's dope. I just was checking it out on this sound right here, that bass sound that I used to start off this the demo with from Midi Synth. All right, now once you throw Battle Effects on there, this is just the default. But what I like is, look, we can turn this choke on. This is what I've been noticing. And it's kind of ducking that reverb for us, which is kind of cool. But it's saying it's making a pattern for us in the reverb. Whatever it's doing, it's working for me. Over here, you've got some glitch and some ducking. And then the presets in this are what makes this fire. Oh yeah, this is dope. We got a randomize button. Sandblasted. Hey, go get this one. This is a banger. All right, guys, and up next, it looks like Behringer is about to drop a brand new soft synth. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as we see here, Behringer JT-16 VST, the long-awaited Jupiter clone, becomes a software synth. Can we take a moment to recognize that Behringer is cloning a clone of a clone for software? Bro, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Cloning a clone of a clone. All right, so here it goes here. It says the JT-16 VST, Behringer transforms the Jupiter clone into a software synth. First announced several years ago, Behringer's impressive 16-voice copy of the legendary Jupiter 8 is turning into a never-ending story. The JT-16 also wasn't among the synths that we briefly visible at Behringer's new website a few days ago. Instead, the manufacturer has now published a product page for it, the upcoming JT-16, the software version of the 16-voice behemoth that was captured the imagination of vintage synth enthusiasts ever since it was announced. Man, I struggled to read that sentence. It appears that Behringer plans to go head-to-head against household names like Arturia, Cherry Audio, Acoustica Audio, and Roland's emulations. So, well, I'm not going to read too much into this. You know what I'm saying? We know what we're going to get with this one. I just wanted to get the clone of a clone of a clone joke off. Judge me if you want to. And up next, guys, I've got a freebie. This one's good for a limited time only. It is from the good people over at Sample Science, and it's called Casio Hero. A Casio Hero is going to look something like this when you open it up. It's got a bunch of different presets in there. It's supposed to emulate old or sampled from old Casio keyboards and all that stuff. So you're just going to get sounds that sound like... That's kind of dope. We'll check out one more preset in this bad boy. Crystal keys, let's go. All right, that's what I got for that one. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're interested in that, again, everything will be linked below. All right, guys, a story that hit earlier this week. It looks like Air Music Tech just dropped a new bundle. Let's take a look here at this bundle. So it looks like Air Music Tech has dropped a new bundle. I always think it's funny when companies drop a new bundle, but they gave this plugin away for free. And so it's like, it's a $299 bundle, but this plugin was free some time back. I remember I covered it when they gave it away for free. And they've got a new tape saturator and a new tape echo. So obviously these are going to be good effects in your MPC and all that other stuff. But just make sure you guys know when you guys are grabbing stuff, this was free at one point. And they're trying to market this as it was, it's going to be $299 after the launch offer with this plugin. Y'all think I'm joking? Blow. Tape Double Track was released on November 27th. Free download. So just make sure you know what you're paying for. All right, guys, last but not least, I think at the beginning of this video, I said it was 4 free plugins, but it's actually 5 free plugins. I forgot about this one. I think maybe I didn't. I don't know. If I didn't, I'm still not going to edit this out, whatever. But it's over here from WA Productions. It's called Orchid Chorus. It's free until June 4th. I'm not sure if you're going to need a code or not for this. If you do, I'll leave a link below. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? A chorus plugin that's got shimmer and space on the reverb. And it's got some delay too. So it's a multi-effect. I didn't download it. You know what I'm saying? Sue me if you want to, but that's what I got for you. So that's what I got for you in today's video. Hopefully I can help you guys out. I know if you're a Mac user, you should definitely go get that Midi synth. I know that DAW Junkie plugin was fire. Battle Effects was dope. The Casio was pretty good. So a lot of good stuff in today's video, in my personal opinion. But make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always. Signing off as your anchor man. Something. Hit the keys. Until next time. Peace.
Some, hit the keys.